Hi, everybody. It's Craig and Arun back with your college hoops for Thursday, the 22nd of January. And we have 6 games for you. Usually we're covering all the ranked games. No ranked games today, but we still have 6 plays for you. Just because there's not ranked games doesn't mean we can't find betting value. In fact, sometimes these are the hidden games are actually where a lot of our best bets lie. So if you want to get on our top plays, how do you do so? Both of our top plays are going to be in the NBA today, but we'll still have a little lower plays in college hoops. So you can get in on it, just $99. You'll get today's plays plus 6 more days for either college basketball or the NBA. You can do both. DocSports.com/Craig Arun. All right, college hoops here, kicking us off. First game is USF at UAB. A pretty good matchup here. USF, small favorite, -2.5, total 166.5. What do you like in this one?
These two teams met earlier this year. It was a great game. UAB won 109-106 in overtime, and that was about 17 days ago. So the question is, can South Florida come here and get something done? South Florida, of course, comes into this contest coached by Brian Hodgson. They are an 11-7 team. And, this team lost to Wichita State 86-85. They lost to UAB prior to that. But this is the same team that went on the road and beat Tulsa. They're a top 80 team, top 90 defense. I like them off of a loss. They typically don't lose back-to-back games except for the Oklahoma State-VCU combination. UAB comes into this game having lost to Tulsa at home 99-77. So they're off of a loss, too. So they're going to be motivated. But then again, they lost to Florida. They've actually lost their last 3 at home. It is tough to go against UAB and Andy Kennedy, but I got to tell you, South Florida has all the motivation coming in, so I wouldn't mind taking them. Plus, UAB is outside the top 260 when it comes to offensive efficiency. I'm going to back UCF or USF, South Florida, to get it done. All right, Craig, let's move on to the contest with Wisconsin as they hook up against Penn State. Wisconsin, of course, and Penn State are both not ranked. 13-5, 9-9 teams hooking up here. Penn State won 86-75 last time. Wisconsin has won 4 in a row coming in, beating Rutgers, Minnesota, Michigan, and UCLA. Penn State coming off of 5 straight losses. What do you like?
Well, this is a danger spot for Wisconsin because they have a big game against USC at home. And obviously they should win this. The odds say they should win it. But it's that 5.5 number always scares me. Tough spot where you could be easy looking past. They've had some good wins here where they've kind of strung. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. Kind of been struggling before that, so it's good to see them. The only loss was at Purdue. Home against Purdue. I'm going to take Penn State plus the number. I know they haven't been great, but it's a good situational spot for Penn State. Remember, Penn State at home almost beat Michigan by 2. They lost to Illinois by 8. They were in that game. I think this Wisconsin team isn't as talented as those 2 teams, so we know Penn State can get up at home. Give me Penn State plus the 5.5. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Next game, Milwaukee at Robert Morris here. Robert Morris favored by 5.5, total 149.5 if I can read my handwriting. I think this one, it's that magic number of 5.5. I'm always like eyes wide open. What do you like here?
Milwaukee, we won 74-72 last time out. So the question simply is, can Robert Morris get it done here? Will they show some motivation? Of course, Robert Morris is the team that's 12-8 that's favored. That is also happening to seek revenge, right? Milwaukee comes into this game coached by Bart Lundy, who's in his 4th season there. He's a good coach, 22 wins, 21 wins the last 3 years. This is actually the worst season he's ever had there, coming off a loss to Oakland. And you got a very young team. They're going to be really good next year. So if you're looking for a team to bet on next year early, take a look at Milwaukee. Lost to Oakland by 13 and Purdue, Fort Wayne by 18. But one of the teams that they did beat early this year was Robert Morris at home, but they're not playing particularly well right now. Robert Morris is going to be super motivated coming in. So you have a Robert Morris team that's coached by Andrew Toole, who has been there a long time, since 2011. He had a team that was 26-9 last year, one of the best teams they've ever had. And they come off a nice win against Northern Kentucky on the road. And they were coming off a bad loss to IU Indy. But I was really impressed with their win against Drake early this year on the road. They beat Illinois, Chicago. They're top 15 offensive rebounding. I'll lay the 6 here. I'll lay the 6 with Robert Morris to get it done. All right, Craig, moving on here. Southern Miss. We're going to have three more games here. Southern Miss is hooking up against Georgia State here. 11-9, 7-12 teams here. These 2 teams haven't met in about 2 years. Southern Miss lost to Texas State and Troy recently, 67-74 and 65-91. They did not cover either of those games. Okay, so now they come in as a 1.5 point dog after losing back-to-back games. Georgia State's won back-to-back games, beating Marshall and Louisiana Monroe. Georgia State's also covered 4 out of their last 5. Who do you like here?
I like Georgia State here. Georgia State has covered 4 of the last 5 games. In fact, they've actually covered a little more than that if you go back a little farther, but they've started to play well. And, sometimes outside of the conference can really muddy up your records. And you see that with 7-12, you see that and you're like, oh, they're not a very good team. Well, they lost a lot of non-conference games. In conference, they've been pretty good. I think they get it done here. This is a Southern Miss team that I think is they're third in the Sun Belt, but it's really tight. Like one game, they could be from 3rd to 7th. I like Georgia State here to get it done at home. I think they take care of business for us tonight. Next game, Long Beach State at Cal State Fullerton. Cal State Fullerton is 3.5-point favorite, total 160.5. Late game here at 10 o'clock. What do you like?
If you take a look, and these late games can be tricky because, first of all, don't get mixed up by these teams' names. There's so many Long Beach States and Cal States and Cal Polys and so many other teams. But Long Beach State is coached by Chris Acker, who had a 7-25 team last year. And they're actually doing pretty well this year, right? They're 8-11. They're much better this year than last year. They come off 3 straight wins, beating Riverside and Cal State Bakersfield. And the most impressive effort, in my opinion, was their effort against UC San Diego. I thought that was pretty impressive. I thought Illinois State was impressive. They only lost by 2 and 6 points in both those games. You combine that with Cal State Fullerton rolling in here, losing back-to-back games to UC Davis and UC Riverside. I think kind of what makes sense here is the fact this team is top 65 in turnover margin. I get all that. They're coached by Dedrick Taylor here, who's been here forever. But I got to be honest with you. I like the points here at Long Beach State. I think they're going to hang tough and they're going to play really well. Give me Long Beach State plus the 3.5. How's it? Sign up for our free $60 with the premium selections, which is docsports.com/ICCT. You get free $60 with the premium selection so you can try us out. It's the best way to kind of thank us for all the hard work that we do, along with liking and subscribing and joining on YouTube Premium. All right, Craig, you're going to end us off here with Irvine in a contest here against Irvine versus UC Riverside. 12-7, 7-12 teams here. UC Irvine won 73-60 early this year. UC Irvine comes off back-to-back losses to UC Davis and Hawaii, losing 66-67 and 72-75. UC Riverside here coming off a nice win against Cal State Fulerton, 81-72. Who do you like?
I always worried the third game in a road trip, especially when you had Hawaii mixed in there. Irvine is way the better team, but man, this spells stink all over it. These late games, everybody plays the favorites, everybody plays the over. So if you can find a way to play underdogs in the late games, the closeout games like this one, usually you do pretty well. I think Riverside keeps this within double digit or single digits. So I think it's like 7-8 point game. You're going to probably have to sweat it out at the end. But give me Riverside plus the points in this one. Now, don't forget, if you want to get in our top plays, very simple. 2 for 1. We're both going to have plays in college basketball night. You get tonight's plays plus 6 more days, $99 instead of $90 each. You get them for one price of $99. DocSports.com/Craig Arun. Don't forget, check out all of our other videos right after the video. Click the playlist and get in all of them.